What's going on, OFR? This is Madeline, and in this video, I'm going to be going over Landon House Apartments, which is about 10 minutes away from the airport, very close. So if you're looking for something to be very close to the airport in the southeast of Orlando, this is definitely the one to go to. So I have actually a brochure here so you guys can see it. Landon House. It's about, it has a lot of features, so I'm going to go over a couple things that I think that is really cool, and I know that it will kind of spark up your interest. So this community is very, very new. They actually built it in 2016. They only have about 280 units, and it's actually a luxury apartment. So this apartment was actually built near a huge big community called Laureate Park, and they're actually building a lot in that area. So a lot of people actually want to live there, or they choose an apartment there because they're building their house and they're actually very close to, you know, the location that they're going to be working. And a lot of times in that area, the Lake Nona area is called the medical city. So you do have a lot of like Nemoris, you have Ronald McDonald House, you also got the Guidewell facility, and then you also have the UCF's research facility in that area as well. So there's a lot of medical and, you know, technology in the area. So if you're into both of those industries, that's going to be a really great location to look into. Now, this apartment is also in a great location because it's right in front of Boxy Park. So they're actually building the town center right across the street from this apartment. Now you're able just to go down and just kind of walk across the street, and the Boxy Park is right in front of them. Boxy Park is just an area, it's a little area where there's tons of food trucks, and you can come down. It has live music. You're able to meet a lot of residents that just relocated, or you might meet some people that are here just for conferences and for meetings. So it's a really great location where you're able to meet some people that are not from here, so you don't have to feel shy. The location is very well, like I was saying, it's very good. It's actually built in the eastern western section of Lake Nona. It's really, really not that big, but it's one section of Orlando. So it's basically like Narcoossee, and then you go all the way to St. Cloud, and they also have some communities in near Kissimmee. So depending on where you're looking for, you know, what area you're looking for, you can probably find something. But it is a thriving community, and it is a great location where you're able to meet a lot of people. You are also able to meet new people that are probably in the same view, just relocated, probably just have young kids, maybe just relocated because you're waiting for your house to be built. So there could be a lot of different reasons why you relocated, but you're always in that area, you will find someone to have a conversation with. So that's a good one. Some of the restaurants that you're going to have in that area, so you have Canvas, and Canvas is actually ran by Tavistock, which is the developer of Lake Nona community. So it's really close. It's probably like 5 minutes away in car. You can also walk. It's probably going to be like a 10-minute walk. Very, very close, very chic. There's like a market in there, and you also have a little store, like a little market. So you're able to kind of buy swag. They have hats and shirts that says Lake Nona. They have like really cool journals and pens, and they have like magnets. They just have like really cool, unique things there that you can pick up. And then they also have like really, really great food. I have eaten there, and it's awesome. Maybe I'll do a review on that one as well. Who knows? So you have also right across the street from the apartment, you do have Chroma's, which is a really great restaurant as well. You also have like a pizza shop, and then you have Bosphorus. Bosphorus is a Turkish restaurant. Very awesome. I've been there several times. It's a really good food, and the pricing is not as bad. So you can actually, have a really great time. Don't have to drive. Don't have to find for parking. It's basically right there, right across the street for you. So it's really cool. Just to keep in mind, they are going to be building the town center. So in that town center, they're going to be bringing more shops. They're going to have theaters, and they're going to have a lot more office space. So if you are a business person and you're wanting to expand your business, that's probably a location to look into. So let's go into the apartments and see exactly what they offer. So like I said, it is very close to everything. So if you have a bike, they have a lot of sidewalks. We also have two bike trails that you're able to use. You have the Lake Nona one, or Narcoozy, and then you have the Moss Park. So those are the two bike trails, and you're able to just kind of like, use those, and it's very, very convenient. And in between, you have a lot of stores like Publix and McDonald's and a gas station, 7-Eleven. So you do have those type of stores around here. You have a Starbucks. There's actually a coffee shop right across the street. I think it's called the Fox or Fox Coffee. And then that is right across the street. So you don't even have to drive. You can actually go walk downstairs early in the morning, grab your coffee, and go. It's a really nice location, very thriving community. Like I said, they do have a lot of amenities. So they do have a beautiful 24/7 gym, fitness gym that you're able to go in. So they also have an executive business center where you're able to walk in. They have a Mac and PC computer. So if you need to print something, you're able to go print something out. Or if you want to walk downstairs and just kind of hang out in the business center, then you're able to do that as well, which is open office hours. And they also have some books that have been donated that you're able to sit there and just kind of read a book or two. They also have a conference room where you're able to kind of schedule yourself for it. So if you do have a meeting or someone's flying in, you pick them up from the airport, they come to your area, you actually have a conference office that you're able to use and schedule, which is very convenient for many businesses or many entrepreneurs that are moving down here that need a space to just kind of collaborate with the team, or if you're trying to partner up with someone. So they actually have a really large area where you're also able to come down, have some coffee. They have like a Pac-Man gaming, which is really cool. Thought that was really cool because it kind of took me back when I was younger. So it's free, so you can bring down the kids, have some coffee, watch the news, or just collaborate or network with some of the other residents that live in the area. They also have a pet spa, which is very nice. So if you're coming down with some dogs, then they do have a little area where you're able to kind of take care of your dog and just kind of have them have their little space before they go upstairs, and you can take them to your apartment nice and clean. So that's always a great amenity, especially for your dog and for yourself, because you make sure that they're clean before they go into the apartment. So they do also have a gaming room where you're able to take your kids. You can come down, just have some fun. They have a billard. They also have like the shuffleboard, and they also have a couple other things there that you're able to enjoy. It is very, very convenient because if it's raining or the weather's not that great, you're still able to utilize all the amenities because they're inside the building. So you're able to kind of just enjoy yourself and your leisure time with your family, with your friends, that they come visit you, and then you're able to use the amenities while you're there. So that's always a good thing, because just kind of like sometimes you don't want to go out. So they actually have 3 different type of floor plans for their 1 bedrooms. They have the Soho, the Chelsea, and then they also have Atwater, which I think is a very good size, and the way they actually have a proportion is not, you do feel like you're in a good space. So maybe you're not going to have a lot of furniture, but in these apartments, you're really going to have the space that you need, and it's comfortable and it's spacious for yourself or for a spouse, or for yourself, a spouse and a baby, just so you guys can get yourself settled until you move to another apartment. But for like a starter apartment, it's a good little space for you guys. Now the Soho, it's about 675 square feet. Then you have the Chelsea, which it goes from 771 all the way to 863, and then the third floor plan that they have actually available is going to be about 872 square feet. So you have 3 different type of 1 bedrooms. Not all of them are available, so you have to call and just kind of see which ones are available, but at least you have an idea of which one starts, which one is smaller and which one is the largest. Maybe you might not need either. You probably want something that's in between. You can actually talk to a leasing consultant and find out which one is best for you, but also which one is available. So they also have two different size of 2 bedrooms, which is always good. So they also have 1 floor plan that is a 2 bedroom, 2 bath, and is 1177, and it goes all the way to 1416. So that's a pretty big location. You just got to find, which one is available and where they're at. So I'm thinking probably like the corner apartments are usually like the biggest, but you have to ask them and kind of like ask them, because depending on how they build the apartment, sometimes the corner ones are a little bit bigger than the other ones. So that's probably, you want to kind of see where they're located. The second 2-bedroom, 2-bath goes from 1,240 square feet all the way to 1,423. So you actually have a big space for furniture, for the things that you need, just so you can kind of place your stuff. And I will actually post here the sizes of the 2 bedrooms so you can actually see the floor plan. So they only have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1 floor plan, and those go pretty fast because, of course, a lot of bigger families, sometimes they just want to grab it, and they're very hard. Not even in this apartment, but any other apartment, they're very, just people like the space. So you want to call and find out if they have any specials, if they actually have anything available, and then you can kind of go from there and make your decision if you want to wait. But that one starts from 1,574 all the way to 1,588 square feet. And that also, what I like about these apartments is they have a lot of window. So even though you're in an apartment, you do have a lot of windows, so you have a lot of outside lighting, which lights up the house. You don't have to use electric throughout the day if you're working at home. So this is a great opportunity to just open your curtains and just enjoy the light from outside. So, you know, it's a really great location. It's also a lot of lighting, you know, that's energy efficient. So you really want to kind of check it out. But I think, in my opinion, is a really good location. And then what's in around the area, you're only 10 minutes away from the Orlando International Airport. Downtown Orlando, you're about 20 minutes. Atlantic or coast beaches, you're about 30 minutes. Area theme parks about 30 minutes, and that also depends on traffic because it really depends. Tampa, you're an hour 30 minutes. Gainesville, you're 2 hours and 10 minutes. Jacksonville, 2 hours and 30 minutes. Naples, 3 hours and 45 minutes. Miami, 4 hours. And Tallahassee, 4 hours and 15 minutes. So you basically, you know, you're in a very great location. And I know you're really close to like 528 and 417. So you're really close to the areas where you're actually just, you know, go wherever you want to go. So it's a really great location. Now the schools, they're all rated A. So you have Laureate Elementary, you have Lake Nona Middle School, and then you got Lake Nona High School. So those are the 3 schools around the area. They also have Valencia. Another great opportunity is if your child goes to the Lake Nona High School, then if they have a good GPA, then they're qualified to actually do dual enrollments, which basically they can take college courses with Valencia, and it's right across the street. So they're able to actually start earning some college credits before they graduate high school. So I think that's actually a really awesome opportunity for them. Living in the Landon house, you're going to be super close to the USTA, which is actually the largest tennis complex on a 64-acre. So you have about 100 courts that you're able to use. Of course, you need to find out what the fees are, but they're open for the public. So this is a really great opportunity for you to meet people, for you to practice your skills, and just kind of enjoy the environment around your area. So with that said, that's basically it. I just wanted to go over what they have available, just to give you an idea. As prices, they of course they vary based on the timing of the year. So it really ranges. You really have to call. They kind of have like this everyday pricing is differently based on the market kind of thing. I know if you're coming from somewhere else, that's basically how they do it over here. So you really have to call, kind of ask them, and then just kind of make your decision there. And if they do have anything available, just make sure that you're putting your deposit, your administration fee on there, the application, so that way you won't lose that apartment, because it is a very popular location and everybody wants to live in that area. Hopefully I answered a couple questions that you guys had. If you know anyone that's relocating or is in the area and still trying to figure out where they want to live, definitely share this video with them. Hopefully I can give them some value, some directions, and then give them some insights. Now, if you guys can just subscribe so you can learn more about Orlando. I'm going to be bringing more information about restaurants and entertainment and other things beside apartments, because I know once you move here, you want to learn more about where to go, what are the new spots, what are the hot spots. So definitely subscribe and hit the bell so you can actually get all notifications of all the videos that I'm going to be bringing to you guys. And that's basically it. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Talk to you guys later.